Okay, I put this off far too long. I had planned to have this done by the 1st of April, and then I got distracted by a fake pig slop channel making a video response, or yeah, I think it was a response. So then I had planned to finish this up by May 1st, and anyone who's been paying attention to me and my channel knows that May 1st is when my mother had her accident, and what followed after that. So I really haven't been in the frame of mind or really had the time to do this, but I think it's about time that I got it done. I thought it was actually pig slop on YouTube, so I'm not wasting my time on that anymore. It wasn't a total waste of time though, because it did confirm a couple of things. It confirmed that he did in fact write that apology blog that was posted by Xenophile that I showed in the last part of this series, part 4. In essence, what we have is Pig Slop saying, when he started making his videos referring to Irish 282, this guy is an absolute pedophile, and then in the end saying, well, he might be a pedophile, which, as I pointed out, could be true of anybody. I don't have any way of knowing who is or isn't. I'm certainly not going to say anybody is not. In other words, he admitted that he was saying Irish 282 was an absolute pedophile without having any reason to think so. Any legitimate reason. Now, he also in a later blog said that the Yahweh Clan already existed when he made his videos. I think not. Certainly the people who became the Yahweh Clan existed, and certainly those people were doing what the Yahweh Clan would continue to do and is still continuing to do. But I don't think an organization or a group or what have you that called itself the Yahweh Clan existed until sometime in March. The first appearance in Encyclopedia Dramatica of an article on the Yahweh Clan written by a prominent member of the Yahweh Clan appeared April the 4th of 2007. So I think March 2007 is a reasonable date for the formation in an official sense of the Yahweh Clan. So the question is why? Well, if you look at that article, it says why, sort of. Okay, here's the screenshot of the first page of the Yahweh Clan's article on ED. Again, if we scroll down and zoom, we'll find the sentence, the YTYC first found cohesion as a unit in the Irish 282 offensive, which is what I've been saying throughout these videos. Now this pretty much explains everything. The whole purpose of the YTYC is to make a point to Irish 282, to destroy Irish 282 in real life through the internet, through Encyclopedia Dramatica and through YouTube and other internet media. When this failed, ultimately they even went to his house and did some pretty offensive things. Now, this also explains why they went after Young Tubers United. This also explains why they went after me and UpDownMostly. And the Young Tubers United thing explains why they actually tried to turn themselves into somewhat of a legitimate entity by going to the Young Tubers United support website and finding people that were supporting Young Tubers United, that they then were able to find some evidence, in some cases better, in some cases worse, that these people were pedophiles. I think it was a total of 3 that they uncovered out of thousands that supported Young Tubers United. And then they tried to spin that to make it seem that everyone who supported Young Tubers United was in some way involved in some sort of pedophile cult. The other thing to consider is the fact that after Pig Slop started making his videos, hundreds of people got into this, making videos, making comments by the thousands. Most of those are gone. People got their accounts suspended for harassment and various other violations of terms of service. There was MajestyCat made a video, I think. Certainly Mike Skehan did. I can't even begin to name all the people that did. But a lot of those just could not keep up the interest. When nothing happened to Irish 282 as a result of all this, people, you know, they have lives to live, they go on about their business. So that there was this core group of 6 to 10 within Encyclopedia Dramatica that decided that they would dedicate themselves on a pretty much permanent basis to this harassment of Irish 282, to bringing him down in real life by whatever means necessary, and these means have become pretty extreme by now. And this is the reason the Yahweh Clan was formed. Now, if you really find it hard to believe that something so petty could result in so much harassment, let's take a look at what Mike Skehan had to say and get a sort of a sense of their mentality. Skehan here is talking to particular members of the Yahweh Clan. I'm going to edit out exactly who he's talking to.
Have to step up the attacks on Irish 282 and UpDownMostly and this new Dynacat Loves Me fucker. How dare this son of a bitch use our names in his videos? How dare he? Seriously, it is an insult to us.
And it should be no surprise to know that almost immediately after that video aired, there was an incredible uptick in the amount of harassment against Irish 282, myself, and UpDownMostly. And this is not to say that Mike Skehan was or is the leader of the Yahweh Clan. That would be, if there is one, sub 7. If you still have any doubts as to why this is still going on, this makes it pretty clear. And you already saw this if you watched UpDownMostly's cyberstalking video, which I will put a link to. And I just don't think you could put it any more clearly. This is Roo speaking, who was the huge crystal balls, big crystal balls, devil in heels, now MajestyMatisse. Guess where the Dyna comes from. Speaking to someone else on YouTube.
Hello, Latin Warrior. I know all about you from Tazewolf's page from last year. I read your comments to her. Fucking hilarious. I had hoped our paths would cross one day. Wow, you really did show them cunts not to fuck around here on YouTube. I always wondered why No Scripts got the ban hammer. Great job you did there. I came across Circa Rigel, Belinda, after she poked her nose into my trolling of VK, which would be Violet Kitty out here on YouTube. The little bitch thought that she was clever and posted up my IP in a video after I found her private website. The whole YouTube vigilante bullshit just fueled the fire even more. Then Irish 282 came along for a bitch slapping and is still getting one. Lots of laughs. I'm still convinced Irish and Circa Rigel are related to each other in real life. Belinda's using another account here. It's on lockdown though, pretty much like her latest spoof account. I assume you've seen her ED page. If not, go check it out. It's fucking hilarious.
And now to finish this up, let's take a look at what a guy who calls himself Burk, who was originally best known as Nuclear Apocalypse, had to say in one of his vlogs.
So evil about the Yahweh Clan. No, we don't fucking fight pedos. That's not our fucking chief cause. It never was. We just got caught up in this because nobody else would. That's not what we came on here to do. We came on here to defend my Skehan and defend the walls.
And so there you have it. A statement about the clan by the clan. And that will finish up this series on the origin of the clan. In later videos, and I'm not going to try to put a time scale on them, I will get into more about what is the Yahweh Clan and who is the Yahweh Clan. Try to be a little more detailed. So that will finish up the series on the origins of the Yahweh Clan. Thank you.